BTS News Today. Over the years, BTS has been known as a very tight-knit group, with such a strong bond of friendship among its members. However, on their way, it is inevitable that there are moments in which one of the members feels alienated or is in a difficult spot. Recently, Park Jimin revealed something surprising, make Jungkook and Kim Taehyung speechless. What exactly happened? Since the beginning of their debut, Jimin, Jungkook, and Taehyung have shown their closeness. Both in interviews and behind the scenes, the three are often seen spending time together. Taehyung and Jimin are known as soulmates, while Jungkook always seems comfortable around Jimin. However, behind the cheerfulness that is often displayed to the public, is there something in Jim's heart? ARMY began to notice a change in Jimin's expression and attitude in recent months. If earlier she always looked cheerful and full of energy, now there are times when he seems more reserved and reflective. Although he kept smiling, there was an impression that something was bothering him. When Jimin finally spoke about his feelings in an exclusive interview, his confession was so shocking. She revealed that there were moments in which she felt alienated, even among those closest to him. When Jimin reveals his feelings, neither Jungkook nor Taehyung can hide their shock. They looked speechless, trying to understand Jimin's words. "Sometimes I don't feel good enough. I feel like I'm standing outside the circle. Look inside," Jimin said in a low but emotional voice. Jungkook, who is usually very expressive, I could only look at Jimin with surprised eyes. Taehyung, known for his empathy, seemed to be trying to find the right words to respond. There has been much speculation about the cause of Jimin's feelings. Some possible contributing factors include 1. Change in dynamics in the group. With increasingly busy individual schedules, the time spent together has become less. 2. Pressure from the public as a public figure. Jimin may feel overwhelmed by the expectations he has to fulfill. 3. Personal feelings that are not easy to express. It is possible that these feelings he has been feeling for a long time, but only now did he have the courage to reveal it, after that moment of silence. Both Jungkook and Taehyung immediately attempt to convince Jimin that he is not alone. Jungkook said that for them, Jimin is an irreplaceable figure. "Hyung, you are part of us. No one can replace you," Jungkook said with a trembling voice. Taehyung, who was known to be very close to Jimin, immediately pulled him into an embrace. "We are always there for you, Jimin," he said with full sincerity. When this news spread, the ARMY around the world immediately gave support to Jimin. Hashtags like #WeLoveYouJimin and #YouAreNotAloneJimin are trending on social media, shows how much love and support given by fans to Jimin. Despite the overwhelming support, Jimin's journey to understand himself still continues. In a follow-up interview, she shared about how she began to explore different ways to find calm in herself. One of them is by writing songs that reflect his feelings. One of the songs he revealed is in the process of working on, has very personal lyrics, describes his struggle with feelings of isolation. This shows that for Jimin, music has always been a way to channel his deepest emotions. After this emotional moment, Jimin, Jungkook, and Taehyung agreed to be more open with each other. They promised not to let the hustle and bustle and pressure of the outside world make them lose their connection with each other. In fact, RM, as the leader of BTS, also gave his support. In a live broadcast with other members, RM stressed the importance of communication between them. "We all face our own challenges, but we must always remember that we are not alone," he said. To overcome his feelings of isolation, Jimin began to look for ways to calm his mind. He revealed that meditation, journaling, and traveling alone became some way that helped him better understand himself. Jimin also started talking more with other BTS members, including Suga, who is known for being wise and always ready to listen. In their conversation, Suga gives Jimin advice to be more accepting of his feelings and not suppress existing emotions. In his live broadcast, Jimin also gave a touching message to his fans. She revealed that she wants ARMY to know that it's okay to feel tired or alienated once in a while, because it is part of life. We all have difficult moments. But the most important thing is that we don't shut ourselves off and still seek support from the people we love, Jimin said. This message resonated strongly with the ARMY around the world, which further shows their love and support for Jimin. This moment is a reminder that even someone who seems strong and cheerful like Jimin can have doubts and feelings of isolation. However, with the sincere friendship of Jungkook, Taehyung, and the overwhelming support of the ARMY, it is hoped that Jimin can feel better and know that he is never alone. Jimin's journey in understanding himself is still long, but one thing is certain: he will not go through it alone. With his friends in BTS and the ARMY who always support him, Jimin will continue to shine, not just as an idol, but also as an individual who finds happiness in himself. In the midst of the busy life of BTS members who are undergoing military service, Jimin's feelings have recently been in the spotlight. In an unexpected moment, Jimin reveals something that made two BTS members, Jungkook and Taehyung, silent. His words reveal an emotional side that is rarely seen. It made him feel isolated among them. However, what exactly happened? Why does Jim feel that way? This article will take a more in-depth look at the situation and its impact on the relationship between them. As one of the BTS members known for his warm and affectionate personality, Jimin has always been a figure that unites other members. However, there are times when someone who seems happy on the outside actually harbors a lot of anxiety in the heart. On one occasion, Jimin honestly revealed that he felt alienated among his friends. These words are so shocking, especially for Jungkook and Taehyung, who have been known as the two closest people to him. Since the beginning of BTS's career, the relationship between Jimin, Jungkook, and Taehyung has been one of the ones that has caught the attention of fans the most. The three of them are often seen together, share moments of happiness, and support each other. However, over time, it seems that something is changing. Jimin felt increasingly distant from both of them. Jimin's words not only surprised the army, but it also leaves Jungkook and Taehyung in confusion. They don't think that their friends have such feelings. In their various interactions during this time, Jimin seemed fine, always smiling, and remained a cheerful figure. However, behind it all, there was a feeling of loneliness that haunted him. According to reliable sources, this moment occurred in an unplanned private conversation. Jimin, who usually tend to restrain their emotions, this time it chose to be open. He admitted that he felt alienated because of the changes that occurred in the dynamics of their three relationships. There is a growing distance, although they still love each other. Jungkook and Taehyung's reactions also show how deeply Jimin's words influenced them. Both were silent, seemingly contemplating the situation. No one immediately responded. It's as if they're looking for the best way to understand their friends' feelings. Changes in friendship relationships are something natural, especially in a stressful environment like the entertainment industry. BTS has gone through various phases in their lives, from being trainees to becoming global stars. Many factors can influence the dynamics of their relationship, including the individuals, job demands, and changes in the priorities of each member. Some of the factors that may be the cause of Jimin's feelings of isolation include: 1. Busyness and schedule differences. Since BTS began serving in the military, their interactions become more limited. Although they are still trying to keep in touch, a busy schedule and strict military regulations made it more difficult for them to meet often. 2. Changes in proximity. In their journey as a group, the dynamics of relationships between members can change. It's possible that there were times when Jungkook and Taehyung shared stories with each other more often. Meanwhile, Jimin felt less involved in their conversation. 3. Pressure and expectations from the public. As an idol, Jimin has a huge burden to always seem happy in front of the public. However, behind the scenes, he is also a human being who has complex emotions and feelings.
Intelligence and patience, I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity